So some of the data has, some of the proof about selling to dictatorships has come about as a result of the Arab Spring. And that's really quite extraordinary. For example, when Galwa, the Egyptian secret police, was looted by protesters, information about German companies came out, and similarly in Libya. And that's where we have the concrete details, other than this good work by Hogney in revealing the email intercepts that are in the Amisis manual. So we shouldn't go, well, look, this is just about Libya, or this is just about Egypt. No, in all probability, this is about every country in the world. It's just that there haven't been too many spy agencies that have had their internal archives pumped out by this graph here is the big game. I call this the new great game, as opposed to the imperial games that were in Afghanistan 200 years ago. So here we have a map of worldwide cables. 95% of telecommunications traffic is carried on undersea cables. These landing points are interception points, although they can be also intercepted on the sea floor. There, in the WikiLeaks release, there are documents that describe devices that are sold, and Eric perhaps will speak about this, devices that are sold specifically to intercept cable landing points. And that means interception en masse. If we look at the geopolitical reality, can we zoom out a bit? If we look at the geopolitical reality, is that nearly all telecommunications traffic coming from Latin America passes through the United States, where it can and is intercepted. Similarly, telecommunications traffic from the United States and from Latin America, if it is speaking to the rest of the world, passes predominantly through the United Kingdom. Telecommunications traffic from Asia and Australia passes across the Pacific Ocean to the United States in order to get to Latin America or to Europe or to Central Asia. In the Middle East and Africa, there are very few telecommunications pipelines to connect that part of the world to the rest of the world. They can be intercepted in Ethiopia and in India. So that is the informational geopolitical reality of the world. And companies like Vastec, which promise to deliver to intelligence agencies the ability to permanently record billions of hours of telephone calls, they say the entire voice telecommunications tapes of the country are playing this game.
Actually, a question on that?
Tim Klaus from Süddeutsche Zeitung from Germany. I was actually wondering if you have found any evidence in the data that also the European companies who produce this kind of software are also spying or selling it to governments within Europe, who are then spying on their own population. That's the first question. And the second question related to that is, how much of the material that's going to be released on your website now is actually really new? Because some of those things have already been written about, for example, the involvement with the German company that was involved in the spying in Egypt, for example. Some of those aspects have already been found. So how much of it is actual, really genuinely new?
The overwhelming majority of the material is new.
Okay. Can you number that? Like 50, 80%?
We released 287 documents today and are releasing more as the week progresses. In relation to European companies, the big trick here is like the phrase Department of Defense. And we all know what is meant is often Department of Offense. So the big trick in this industry is the phrase lawful interception. So that it prefixes almost everything. But you will see in some of the material we've released a split between what is described on the one hand as lawful interception and what is described on the other hand as strategic interception. For example, in one of the element documents, you see lawful interception, you have a total access to telecommunications, but you gradually filter it out down to the targets you're interested in. In strategic interception, you take the total telecommunications tape and you record the total telecommunications tape. You do not filter out for subjects of interest. And this, within the industry, is the split between